Hello. We are
Hello.
live. It is a Monday, and we're going to continue reading our book today, which is exciting.
It's very exciting. I
Yes.
haven't read any of it. I put it
Uh-uh.
away. I didn't keep going.
Yes. I haven't. Have I read? Have I read anything? I don't. Have I read anything since Wednesday? Is the real question. I have not been reading. Oh, I finished a book. I finished my third book of October. Yeah, but I have not been reading. I read two books in September.
Wow.
And I've
That's
been
unusual for you.
yeah. I
What have
don't
you
know.
been doing?
Watching TV, watching YouTube. I've been watching I watched Only Murders in the Building.
A lot of people are raving about that.
It's my parents love it and my parents recommended it. So I'm actually caught up now. So tomorrow me and my parents will watch the next episode together. Probably. Unless I decide to watch it by myself, but I don't know. But yeah, so we're caught up with that. It's so good. It's like a humorous, cozy mystery, and it's great. And then I started watching the other day. I started watching Ghosts, which is
Ghost. Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze?
no
And
Ghosts
Whoopi Goldberg.
plural, and it's a TV show,
Oh, okay.
and it is about this couple that inherits an inn from the woman's like great aunt or whatever. She dies, inherits the inn, and she falls and hits her head and starts seeing ghosts that inhabit the building.
Oh
And
my
they
gosh.
yeah, so it's very interesting. They're trying to build a B&B. I guess she doesn't
And
hurry.
also, isn't this the plot of Beetlejuice?
I guess. I don't know. I've never actually don't think I've ever watched Beetlejuice. So I've watched some of it.
Something like that. Don't say it 3 times fast.
I know. I know that, and I've seen the commercials for the new one, but
So Ghosts. What channel is Ghost on?
I don't know. I'm watching it on Paramount Plus.
Oh, I don't have that.
Yeah. So we just rotated that in because my parents they have like a show coming out once a week on Paramount Plus, so we just got back on that. Yeah, I think you might be able to find it some other places. It might be on like the extra premium version of like Prime or the extra premium version of like Hulu.
I mean, I basically have Netflix. If it's not on Netflix, oh, except for my friend that has Hulu?
Hulu.
Something. Because remember we said he does have the one that Only Murders in the Building are.
Okay, that is what is that on? It's on Hulu.
Yeah, so he has that. Oh, so maybe Ghosts could be the next.
It's really good. It's funny. It's not too spooky. It's not spooky at all, really.
Yeah, it doesn't sound spooky. It sounds like it could be like a comedy.
Yeah, it's a comedy. It's half an hour episodes, 22-minute episodes, whatever. And all of the characters are like they're stuck in whatever clothing they died in whatever way they died in. So there's a guy that has an arrow through his neck. There's a guy that's wearing no pants. It's a TV-14 show, so you're not seeing of him not wearing any pants, but he's he doesn't wear pants. There's a Viking. There is a hippie who died high, and so I think she's perpetually on shrooms.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some other fun characters. There's this like potentially gay what is it, like a American Revolution war soldier.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, and he like does it. He like says like things like I like the theater, and then he's like trying to kind of flirt with like the other men, the other ghost men.
Oh, he's flirting with the other men.
He's like not flirting with other men, but you can tell that he likes them, and everyone's like, he's gay, and he doesn't
know what that is.
Yeah, he's from what the 1700s or whatever.
And there were no gay people in the 1700s.
But it's a good show. Anyway, I'll try to stop derailing us onto a different topic.
Hey, Mika.
How you doing this morning? Well, it's evening for you guys. How you doing? Yes. How's your day been? I've reread the first two novels of a German crime series I used to love. Ooh,
Ooh, Mika, you're rereading. I love rereading.
for sure. Rereading is definitely. I haven't reread a book in forever, but I do enjoy rereading. Do you reread a lot, or do you reread do you read the same series over and over again, or like?
I don't think I've ever reread a whole series. Well, no, that's not true. I've reread Outlander like
Okay,
a bunch of times.
that's
And when
crazy.
the new book comes out, I will reread the whole series again before the new book comes out so I can then like read the new book.
That's
But
absolutely.
this year I've reread quite a few books that I read in the past couple years, and every year, although I haven't done it this year, I'll do it in December. I reread The Count of Monte Cristo. I read it every year.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like my tradition.
Hmm. Interesting. I don't. When I reread, it's the same series over and over again. So I was reading after, and every time I wanted to do laundry, like almost every time I did laundry, I would start after. And it was all the time I was reading this book. So I was reading after, and I would kind of start to go through the series. But I was like, this book's too long. I just want to go back to book one. And then
Huh.
I read the 365 Days series, that movie on Netflix.
I don't know this movie on Netflix.
Don't look it
365
up.
days?
Don't look it up. Do not watch it. Um,
Oh, really? Okay.
it's I read book one and when it came out in English, and then I reread book one and read book two when that came out in English, and I did it for book three, so I reread both of them. And yeah, book three was horrible, and it was not. It was a ruin of a favorite series.
Okay.
I would say don't watch it because you're not gonna like it, and also just don't watch it. But because you're
Okay.
really not gonna like it.
I won't even go look for it.
But I don't really reread because it's like I want to
You
get
already
through
know what's gonna happen. Well, if you're rereading like cozy
the
mysteries and
mystery.
like
Yeah,
mysteries are hard to reread because you
yeah,
already know.
yeah. I reread one, and that's it. And then it's also like I want to get through Nora Roberts' backlist. So rereading books I've already read
Mm.
is kind of like, why did I do that? I don't know, but
Like rereading crime,
can be
you already
different.
know you've already solved the crime.
Yes. Maybe that'll help you. You can remember the character that did the murdering, and then try to track them and see
Pay
what
more
they're
attention.
looking. Try to see what they did. I reread Live and Let Try by Bree Baker, and there was like nothing mentioned of this character. Like I don't even know. Like they kind of played it out on how this person committed the murder, and I'm like, when I was rereading, I'm like, where the hell is this person? Like I don't even know. Like
Oh,
it was not the best of tracking back to see when this person committed the murder.
and that's one of your favorite books. I've heard you talk about that. Well, maybe not your favorite, but I've heard you talk about Live and Let Chai a
It's
lot.
a really good book, and it's a really amazing series. Yeah. I didn't continue with the rereading of the rest of them just because I didn't feel like it. But I mean, it is a really good book regardless. Like it's such a summery series. Like it's so summer. Um, I generally do not reread, but series that have a lot of books. But this series has a lot of books. I haven't read yet. Oh, okay, interesting. That
So
you're
wait, you had to start over so that you could like carry on with the series? That's what I have to do with Outlander. Like I have to start over and then
mm,
reread all of the books.
that can be fair. That's fair. I don't okay. I have never done that with books, but I don't let myself do it with TV. If I want to start a rewatch, I have to finish the series before I rewatch it. But with books, I don't know. Like I guess it depends on how far. Like, is the series, are they coming out with books? I'm assuming there's a lot of books you haven't read. But has it been? If it's been a while, I think that makes sense. But if it's been recent, like the Campers and Criminal series, there's like 30 books in the series. I'll pull out my little stack right there. There's like 30 books in the series. I can't read,
I love that you're like, and here they are.
and here they are. They're right in front of me. My
Voila.
mystery shelf. You're sitting on some cozy mysteries right now. So
They're what?
you're sitting on some cozy mysteries. I have cozy mysteries underneath of my phone, and
Oh
then
my gosh.
this whole shelf is cozies. That's my Nora Roberts shelves. So
Oh my gosh.
Let me put that back. Okay. Anyway, that's great. I mean, I couldn't reread all of these when I read the next book. I just try to, go through them pretty quickly. Okay, so you're rereading before you read the other one, so you know what's going on. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's been 5 years. Okay, that totally
Whoa.
reasonable for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like that's what happens with me in Outlander. It's
Mm-hmm.
not that I don't know all the stuff that's happened, but it's nice to have a good refresher
Yeah.
before you start in on the next thing. Plus, I love them so much. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I haven't read the Outlanders in a long time. Let's start from the beginning.
When's the next one coming out?
I don't know. I think she's still like drafting it.
Mm-hmm. How long does it take you to read through all of the books before you get to the new book?
A long time. Like there's 8, 9 books now. So, and they're long books. So it's 2, 3 months.
Prepping yourself for a new book. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's almost like I won't read anything other than like what I have to read for book club before, So it's I'll read like no, I can't read 5 Outlander books in a month. They're too long. I would read like 3 Outlander books and then 1 book club book. And that's all I read for that month. And then 3 more. And yeah. So yeah, a couple of months of only Outlander.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't mind it at all.
Yeah. I know you love those ones. Yes. Read the first books. Okay, you only read the first. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Have we had any more developments? Like, have we had any more thoughts about the book we've read? Like, any more interesting things we've thought about? I've blanked out on most and I haven't thought of anything interesting.
I have to find my glasses. Because I can't see anything. And I can't even find my glasses. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. I've got them.
My mom has to bring glasses, her reading glasses, everywhere she
Actually,
goes.
I was like, they're probably on top of my head, but no, they're not.
My mom does a lot. She literally, I'm like, isn't it like a fake TV show or commercial thing? You got them on your head, and she always said, "Where are my glasses?" And I'm like, "They're in your hand." You know what I mean?
I'm like wearing my sunglasses, and then I put my sunglasses up, and then I put these glasses on, and then I'm like, oh, I got to get another pair of sunglasses, and then I have like 3 pairs of glasses on my head, and then sunglasses.
She'll do that with multiple
old woman these days.
She does that with multiple reading glasses because she doesn't like the feeling of glasses on her face. So she doesn't wear sunglasses. So she'll put a reading glass up here and then she'll pick up another one and be like, "What's going on?" and then put them up here. So, just collecting them on her head. Yes. I can't freaking scroll down this thing. So Mika is gonna have to help us with the amount of chapters we read. Or are we just reading 5 or, however many? 10.
I feel like we need to read 10.
Yeah.
They're so short. So I haven't had any more thoughts. I'm still sort of like, okay, we're starting to get to it. I feel like something is about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to like set the plot really going.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about her in that right now. I'm thinking about her in that shoe man. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh, the shoe man.
It's so strange. It's so strange. Like, not criticizing shoe men. Like, if your job is shoes, good for you. But like, that's crazy.
Well, and I'm also like super curious to find out what happened with Addie and Mr. Tuttle.
Yeah.
And if something is going to happen between Addie and Nate.
I wouldn't put it past him. I feel like I don't know. Maybe we're judging him prematurely.
I think we have to be judging him prematurely. He's probably going to end up to be like the hero of this whole story, but I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
He's acting very strange.
Yes.
And I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there's I really don't like her. I think I didn't start liking her in the last couple of chapters. I really don't like the main character. The older one. What's her name? Eve?
Eve.
Yeah, I don't like Eve, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm hoping for, but I
I
recommend
also don't like Mr. Tuttle. He's a creepy guy.
no. And just like, I don't trust, oh, he didn't do nothing wrong. Like, I don't trust that. I really just don't trust that.
I don't either. I don't know why she likes him so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he maybe was a nice guy trying to help a student, but and I'm also curious, like, why Addie is so disturbed. Like, why Mr. Tuttle is like, she's a disturbed girl. She doesn't seem disturbed to me.
Yeah, no. She seems, I don't know, I think she seems pretty normal. I don't know. But maybe there's something going on with her father and stuff like that. But it's like that's not her fault. Like I don't know. She didn't do
I
nothing
don't
wrong with her.
I don't know. All right. I think read through chapter 34 sounds good to me.
So chapter 26 through 34.
Yep. For me
Yeah.
or for you.
For you.
Yeah.
Right. Because I'm on
I
chapter
already read
27.
chapter 26.
What?
I think I already read chapter 26. Hang on. Hang on. Let me see. Where does it tell me we are? The teacher. Oh no, I have to read chapter 26.
Yeah. I have to read chapter 25. It's 4 minutes long. My hair. This thing is hurting my head. Okay. My hair might be greasy. My hair greasy looking. I don't know. I was like, I had to
No.
put some greasy, but can't really see it. So let's just. I don't want that on my head anymore.
Here, put your greasy hair right up there so we can see it really good.
It actually doesn't look that bad. It feels worse.
That reminds me, I was going to make a hair appointment today. I did not do it yet.
Are you gonna get your hair dyed or just like washed and cut or whatever?
I need to have it. I'm trying to make my appointment for when I'm in New York in November,
Oh,
and I need at that point I will need to have it like have my grays covered
mm,
and get a haircut. So I will need all of that.
mm,
I'm
okay.
trying to do it. Hoping to make the appointment for like the day after I arrive so that I can, get that taken care of and
Yeah.
then, be pretty again before I
For all
start
of the
work.
time you're in America, yeah.
But
Okay.
we'll see.
Yeah. Are we ready to get started?
I'm ready. I'm excited.
Let me pull up the banner I made. I fixed. I added through so it's easier than two. So we're gonna read from chapter 20 through chapter 26 through chapter 34. Ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'll put this here too.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Have your reading seen a little bit? I believe all three of us are done.
Okay, I'm done. But we stopped at like the cliffhanger.
Yes, the perfect moment to talk about things before things get
Yes.
significantly more intense.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Stuff is happening.
Mhm. Let me move back over here. Yes. So, oh my gosh. So it was just a very before the end. It was a very okay. We got a lot of details about things, but I feel like it was a very annoying, like 10 chapters, like however many we read. Like a lot of to me it was just frustrating and frustrating and frustrating, and I was just like, these people are crazy. Like these people are like not doing. I don't know.
I mean, okay, so should we talk about the people?
I guess I'll
Um,
talk about what happened first, right? Because it's more. We got the two reveals, I guess, or the one reveal about her and her father.
yes.
So that was not, I don't know, not what I expected. As Mika said, the last comment other than the Duns here is I'm not surprised she pushed her father down the stairs. Agreed. I'm surprised it was an accident. Absolutely 100%.
Yeah. I feel like we knew that somebody pushed him down the stairs. I thought it was the mother, but
Ooh.
um yeah.
I
It
thought sorry, go ahead.
yeah. No, I
I
have nothing to say. Yeah, I'm surprised it was an accident too.
yeah,
And I'm surprised that I don't know, maybe not. I'm not surprised that they feel so guilty about it being an accident.
and
But
here's the thing. I don't understand why they didn't. I guess I'm surprised it was she accidentally pushed him, but I totally believed it was gonna be her. Um, but I'm surprised that they didn't call the police.
I
Like
am too.
we knew in the story that the police wouldn't be called by them, but I think that it would totally make sense to call the police, either lie about what happened and make it more violent, or say it was self-defense, and you could throw in the some details, but I think that some fake details, but like it's like it was self-defense, I feel like, and it was just a push. It wasn't meant to be violent. It was an accident.
Right.
And then I think that if you had a good cop, if you had a good, like, knowledgeable cop of people and stuff like that, and the cop was like, talk to her. Clearly, she would say, he's been abusing my mom, he's abusing me, like all that kind of stuff. And the mom would be like, no, it's not happening. And they could probably see right through the mom, and they would hopefully believe her. But I mean,
I don't know about that. I feel like women get abused all the time and cops don't ever believe them because they're like, well, why didn't you ever we wouldn't let anybody just hit us. Why don't you report? Like nobody understands
yeah,
when people don't report it.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't
But
think there's a lot of sympathy for women who are in abusive relationships.
true. I don't know. I'm surprised they didn't call the cops and try to claim self-defense, because there was no
Well,
one.
I can't believe they didn't call an ambulance and
Well,
say, my dad fell down the stairs. Like the guy's clearly drunk. I don't even think they would have had to say, we pushed him or it was I think they just have to say, he came up the stairs and he was drunk and then he fell down the stairs.
yeah. I guess, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't really. I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't make me. I don't know.
I can see why Hudson doesn't want to be her friend anymore.
Yeah. I mean, yes, because that's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know. I'm not mad at her for doing it, because I think that was a reaction of
Yeah, I don't think she
he's
killed
getting
him.
violent,
Yeah.
and I think that she has a reason not to be so upset that he's dead, but she didn't do it on purpose, right? Um.
No, I think Hudson is mad because he's like, how did we not call an ambulance?
Yeah. Well, he could have called the ambulance. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. I don't. I also.
Kind of hustled him out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. I get why he's mad at him, why he's mad at her, but why is he still trying to be nice to her, like at the locker and stuff like that? That just didn't make sense to me. Like, if he's done with her, just be done with her. And why be with such like a sucky group of people anyway? Like her friends.
Because that's high school. And I
I
feel like when you're
think,
popular, you have to use, you don't have to do anything, but I feel like when you're popular, you tend to hang out with the popular kids.
yeah, I don't know.
And I think I think he's still mad at her,
Yeah,
but he's like, nobody deserves to be bullied.
yeah.
So I don't know that he helped her necessarily because it was her, or
Mm,
if it was because it was her and she was being bullied and he just thought that's wrong, which it is.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So
I don't know why Kenzie is like out to get her.
because I don't know, because she's a mean person. I don't know, because she's being bullied. I don't know, like being a bully. I don't know.
No, but I feel like there has to be more to it.
Because she said, what if Hudson told Kenzie about the death? I
Do you
don't
think
think
he
he would.
did? Do you think he would?
I don't think he would. I don't think you tell people. I mean, maybe. I don't
I
know.
think I think if he told Kenzie, she would have called the police or done
Yeah,
something, right?
I.
She seems like a total mean girl.
Yeah. I don't know.
She at least would have told her parents, and then her parents would have done something.
Especially now that she doesn't like her. Yeah,
Right.
for sure. I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. Anything else get revealed in that chapter? I don't believe so.
Well, yeah, what's going on with Nate going home early to have sex with his wife and then to like manipulate her into not getting Addie in trouble?
Do you think? Okay. You're seeing it like that. I didn't see it like that. You think that he did that? He had sex with her just to manipulate her into.
Yeah, I don't know why else he would have done it, but I don't know why he would have done that. Why do you think he had sex with her?
I don't know. Just because he wanted to. I don't know. But she said something about it being different or whatever than normal.
I know, it's like super suspicious to me.
Okay, I didn't see it as suspicious. I think that also this whole couple of chapters is just clouded by my annoyance with all of these characters and the way they're acting.
They're
I just
all acting, other than, well, I guess Addie's acting badly. She's cheating on tests and now she broke into the house. So she's acting badly. Yeah, you're right. Every single character is
yeah.
acting badly.
I just like it's so like there's something so annoying about the way Eve acts that I don't understand. Like as a in school, you in I didn't go to high school. I only went to middle school, so I only have experience from middle school. There were mean girls there, but I also had my mom in the classroom with me and my mom at the school. So if people were mean to me, they would know. My mom would know, and my dad would not take any of that. And so sometimes he would come up to the school and like flip out because he was like, "You guys are treating my kids bad, like the teachers and stuff like that." Because we didn't. Some of the teachers were absolutely amazing. Some of them were a little bit crazy. And so like it was just kind of not. I don't know. I mean, I had experiences where people were mean to me and they excluded me and stuff like that, but it wasn't nothing to this extent. And I'm just like, how do you tolerate that? How do you sit there and tolerate it? And how does Eve be that mean? Like, how does Eve not get told off by a parent after acting like that?
Eve
Because
or what are we talking about?
Eve,
Eve or Addie? Eve.
How does Eve, I was talking about Annie, but then I'm talking about Eve now.
Okay.
How does Eve not get told off by a parent after not helping a child? Like, she's not even trying to help Addie. She's literally saying that Addie cannot do good in her class just because she knows she can't do good in her class. Like, literally just thinks, oh, she's
Except
not
she
capable.
literally she can't do the work. Like
Okay,
she can't, right? So it's not
but
even Tuttle was like, she can't do the work.
she's not even trying to help her. She's not trying to do anything. She just literally doesn't care. And it's like, how do you not care? Like, I guess it's a public school, maybe, I don't know. So it's like, you really have a lot of kids, or you have a lot of kids in general, whether it is in a public school or not. But like, I don't know. It just, To me, it's very annoying the way Eve acts because she doesn't have any connection to being that age, and she doesn't try to remember being that age. Because like in middle school, it was like, when we grow up, we're always gonna remember, like we like, I don't know, vowed to each other or whatever, and like you're not gonna forget what it's like to be a teenager. You're not gonna forget what it's like to be a child when you have children or when you're around children. You're not gonna treat them in such a way that you didn't want to be treated. That's like a thing, right? And so it's like, how did she become this woman that sucks and also is mean to people? And like, I don't know, like I don't know if it was me that this happened to, but something similar happened to me where like a teacher said that, and it was because my brother, it was more of a situation in which it wasn't I'm doing bad, it was my brother did not do good in the class. And so she was like, yeah, she's not gonna be able to get an A in my class, her brother couldn't. Like, she's not an A, like her brother was a bad student, she's not gonna be good in this class in middle school. And that was, my brother's 10 years older than me. So it's like, it was kind of like, well, we're leaving the school then. How about that? You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna follow what you need to do, then we're leaving. And I left. But it's like, I don't know. It just it's I'm reading the chapter and I'm like, everybody is so annoying. Like, I'm so annoyed by all of these characters. Like, even Addie, just like, you have to do something about it. You can't let people treat you like that. You have to do something about it. You have to tell your mom about it, even though she's going through a lot. Like, you have to do something about it. You can't just let people treat you like that. Like, that's not, I don't know. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, I'm talking so much about that.
No, sorry. Someone was like banging on my door. It scared me.
Oh my gosh. It's like what kind of way? Accidentally, you think?
I think so. I can hear people out in the hallway. I'm right outside. The elevator is right outside my apartment door. And so I think it was accidentally, but it was really scary.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hopefully you're okay.
Yeah. I'm okay. Yeah, I feel like every single character right now is behaving really, really badly.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of, who am I most annoyed with? Probably Addie. I think I'm most annoyed with Addie because
Why?
I feel like she knows better. She knows that she's doing stuff she shouldn't be doing.
Okay.
But then I'm also really mad at Nate. Oh, by the way, who do we think is following Eve around?
I don't
Who's
know.
spying
That
on
was something
Eve?
we also should talk about. I have no clue who it is, but I feel like it could be Kenzie. Like, it has to. It's somebody. I think it's somebody. It's somebody we know. I thought it was Addie, but I'm like, Addie's not around, so I don't know. I feel like
I
it's
think
some.
it's Tuttle.
You think it's Tuttle? Why would Tuttle be following her around? They're besties.
Why would
Crazy.
anyone be following her around?
I don't know, because someone's a psychopath. There's someone in this. There's someone going on, and this is what's interesting. So she said that. By the way, do you think that note in Kenzie's house is from Hudson? She don't thinks it's from Hudson.
I
I
don't
didn't
believe it.
think that. I don't. I'm not even thinking about that. I was just like, whatever. But I saw
Except
that.
she would know Hudson's handwriting, right?
I
And
mean,
and she thinks it's from Hudson. That's what threw me off a little bit. But I was like, I bet that note's not from Hudson.
huh,
But she would
I
know his handwriting.
yeah. I read this comment before I saw it, and I'm like, which note are we gonna see in the next little bit? And I was surprised, like, that note, really. I don't know. I just didn't like. First of all, do people actually know other people's handwriting? Like, if you saw your friend's handwriting, that you see his handwriting all the time, would you immediately know?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not. My handwriting is horrid. Like, when I got my ID. Okay, when I got my ID,
Right.
you have
So
to
people
write.
would know it's yours.
No, I mean, maybe because it's so sloppy and horrible, but like, I probably couldn't. I could recognize my mom's and my dad's within our house. Like, I could realize, like, because there's only three of us here, right? Okay. When we write on like the chalk, we recently got like a male chalkboard and whiteboard, and I can tell my mom's is very pretty, and then my dad's is like very like straight, and mine's like all a mess. You know what I mean? And like, I can tell that, but like, outside of that, I don't think I could recognize people's handwriting. Like, maybe people can recognize mine. It's so sucky. Like, when I got my ID, I had to write on like a little like it was like an electric board and like you had the pen stylus or whatever. And it took me like 10 times to write it like half decent, and it's hard looking.
That's your signature.
I can't do cursive.
It's not your like
Print. It's my print.
yeah, like everybody. I mean, I remember in middle school passing notes, and nobody ever signed the note, but you knew exactly who the note was from because you knew everybody's handwriting, right? I knew everyone that I went to, because if you're around people and you're reading stuff that they're writing all the time, you know their handwriting.
No.
High school, college, I'd be able to identify my college roommate's writing right now.
Girl, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I cannot. My mom can.
Do you think it's because you don't write anything anymore? Do you write, like, handwrite things? Because that's all, like, I grew up when we didn't have computers. We didn't type. We had, we wrote everything by hand. So maybe that's why I can recognize it, because I'm used to seeing handwriting.
Well, a lot of the time we would write by hand, and we got computers for like projects and stuff like that, for some projects, and for some things or whatever. But I think we did a lot of handwriting, and the handwriting is not cursive.
Right.
It's like normal writing. I don't know cursive.
I mean, sometimes it's cursive.
Well, I can't really read cursive. First, I can't read in general, but like not very well. But also, like, when it's cursive, it's like 10 times harder. It's like, what's happening? So I can write my name. I can write my first name in cursive because it's like just like a loop and then a loop and then an M and then an A, like a fancy little A. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it is, right? And it's really simple. But I can't read in cursive. Probably can't write my mom's name in cursive. I don't know all the letters. And like in cursive, I just write normal print. Even when like the doctor will be like, "Can you sign this?" I'm like very like, I write in print.
So no one would ever look at my signature and know that it said my name, because my signature just doesn't look like my name.
Yeah.
And my handwriting is like sort of a mix between cursive and non-cursive, cursive and print, I guess. But yeah. So who do you think this note is from? Do you think it's from Hudson?
I don't know. I'm willing to say it's from Hudson. I'm willing to say it's not from Hudson. I think most of the things she's doing, I don't really like. I don't like. I'm not in school anymore. I don't care that she cheated. Like, that doesn't do anything for me. Like, it doesn't make me.
I care a lot that she cheated, because we can't have people cheating. Like, it's a societal problem. We can't have people cheating.
I think that, I don't know. I just don't. It's not that I don't know how to even describe what I'm saying, but it's like, there's a reason she cheated. She didn't know it, and her teacher isn't helping her. That's a problem, right? That's an issue. Their teacher is not aiding her in what she needs to be helped in. That is a problem that Eve needs to work on, and Eve is not working on it. That makes me angry as someone who's experienced that in my life. It was like, no, even though you have an IEP and it's legally binding that we need to help you, we're not going to help you, and we're going to tell the whole entire class that we're not helping anyone. It's like, okay, well, screw you then. You know what I mean, lady? You know what I mean? I've had that happen to me, and so it's like, I'm angry at Eve that Eve isn't helping, but I also don't really care that like she like it's one math test, and if
I don't know what's happening. Things are happening in my town. Things are happening in here.
I don't normally hear that. Like, we don't live in an area where there's cars, like sirens driving by, unless, one of our old neighbors has had an accident. Like, there's not. So it's like, oh gosh, you know what I mean? But anyway, I don't know. I don't really care. Like, it's one math test that she was having an issue with. She did not do it in a way that was mean. She did not harm the other person while taming it. She didn't mess up their score. She did not affect the people around her. She did not manipulate someone or mess things up in general. She just needed some help and wasn't getting it and found another solution. It doesn't mean that that's right. I just don't all around think it's this huge deal. I think her killing her father and her breaking into a girl's house and climbing around is a huge deal. That's wrong. But I don't give a shit that she did that. Like, I don't care. But it's like, and like, You're going to grow up, and that's going to be a speck in your past. And why would you care?
Well, I don't know that it's going to be a speck on her past.
Do you think that's going to affect her for the rest of her life? That people are going to be like, oh, she cheated in high school. No.
Yeah.
Really?
I think she's not getting into college because of she cheated on a test. Like that's yeah. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. You can't be cheating.
I think plagiarism is a big deal.
You get expelled for cheating.
That's crazy. That's dumb to me. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I think plagiarism is a big deal.
Why? Why is that any different? Plagiarism is stealing. Cheating. Plagiarism is cheating.
But what does copying off someone in a math test do? Who does that harm? What does
plagiarizing someone's essay do?
It steals their what's called intellectual property.
Well, she stole his brain. She stole his work.
It's a math test.
You're stealing, you're cheating. It's a big deal, Tina. Cheating is a big deal.
I go to high school. Okay, so I cheated one time in like 5th grade, and it was, I don't know what test it was, and it's like, girl, I couldn't spell, and I was not getting any assistance for this. So I cheated one time, and that was it, I think. But I just I don't know. I guess I don't know I haven't experienced the gravity of being in high school and having to deal with those things. I've never experienced it.
I don't know why she's taking trigonometry when she could barely pass whatever the level of math is underneath that.
Yeah.
That's what, I don't know why she's in this advanced math class. It doesn't make sense to me that she's in an advanced, it's not like this is math 101, right? Trigonometry is not basic math. I don't know how she got into that class to begin with.
Yeah. No clue. That might be a little bit of a plot line later on. I have no clue. But I'm not trying to say cheating is good. I think cheating in other parts of life is not good. Like cheating on a partner, or cheating in some sort of way, or stealing or thieving or something like that. Not saying that's good. But I really don't. I also kind of have I don't love testing. I think standardized state testing is doesn't make any sense. I always play right now on standardized tests. I went C. Done in 5 minutes. Sit there, ate some candy. That's what I did because I knew I wasn't going to succeed on the reading part of standardized testing. Okay, I knew it was going to be a hell for me just reading, taking 5 minutes to read one page. So I did what I had to do, and I did what I had to do. Okay. She didn't want him to survive. The father. That's
and if his neck was all twisted, he was not going to survive.
She didn't want him to call the ambulance and have a possibility that he would be surviving. I'm surprised they got away with it so easily. They just snuck out the back door and just that's crazy that they didn't do anything. I think the note was Hudson is the key. Okay. I think it was to do let me read that again. I think the note from Hudson is the key. I think it has to do with why Kay hates her. So do you think this is like an A situation, I'm using a Pretty Little Liars reference, like a situation where this person is pretending to be Hudson, leaving her notes, and is also the same person who's stalking Eve. Is like a creepy figure in the town who's dropping hints and who's writing little creepy messages signed with A. If you've watched Pretty Liars, you get it. Okay, you think that it's a manipulation.
I don't get it, but
I think I explained it to you on Friday as well.
I'm like, I don't know Pretty Little Liars. I mean, I know what it is, but I've never seen it.
Okay.
Mika also thinks the sex was a manipulation.
Curious, interesting. I guess. I mean, I don't I was bullied to this extent, and I didn't tell anyone because it makes things worse. Yeah. I mean, I can understand that. Like, and I can understand why you wouldn't want to tell anyone. Um, yeah. I mean,
I don't remember ever having that. I don't remember having bullying. Like we always like people would make fun of people, right? When I was in middle school, I do remember that. I
mhm.
don't remember it so much in high school. And I don't remember this kind of like prank bullying.
Yeah. For me, it was very exclusionary. It was like, oh, we really don't want to like, you can't sit with us, kind of thing. Like
Yeah, and I don't remember there being in the high school that I graduated from, I don't remember there being cliques. There must have been, but I don't remember. It was very small. I mean, there was only 80, 90 people in my graduating class, so it was
of high
small.
school.
Yeah.
Wow, I would say, there was 30 kids a class, and there was 2 classes per grade in middle school. So there was 60 kids a grade, and then there was 8 grades.
Okay.
So 60 times 8, I don't know, a lot. There was
I
like, I
mean,
guess,
we didn't know
1,000.
anyone that was in any other grade. Like, I just don't in high school, I guess we did, but
Mhm.
I don't remember in middle school. I didn't know any 8th graders, right? I wouldn't have known any 6th graders.
Yeah,
I knew the people that were in my class.
we were all. I remember just being friends with people that were in my grade, uh,
Yeah, my grade.
or within a friend group within another, like a mixed grade friend group. There was a group of, I guess it just happened to be, I don't know. There was a group of Asian kids that were friends. And I think maybe they might have been like 1 or 2 grades, but I think because we went to lunch together, so they would be, I think, no, I think it was just 1 grade there. And it was just
Did
a
they
bunch.
have this kind of like
No,
shaving cream locker kind of bullying?
no, they were the nicest people ever. And they were the people my mom was like, you need to stop trying to hang out with the cool girl, and you need to start sitting with the Asian girls at lunch because they actually like you and are nice to you. And that wasn't like, I don't know, racist or whatever. It was just like, they sat together and they were so sweet and so nice. And they would like give me snacks, and they were actually nice to me and sweet to me, and not like one day be nice and the next day like be mean. Because I had a best friend, and she started to sit with the nice girls and stop sitting with me. Sorry, sat with the mean girls and stopped sitting with me. And she was like, my mom was like, you need to stop sitting next. You need to stop trying to be friends with that girl, and you need to start sitting with the Asian girls because they're nice to you. And that they would walk me home because we lived like 2 blocks, like we lived like 1 block away from each other. So we'd walk home together by ourselves. And my parents, like, they were just really nice. And so it was like, there was like, I guess like cliques. I don't know, but like in a some cliques were bad, some cliques were good, I guess. And I had someone to sit with. Like, I wasn't really sitting by myself. Like, I just went over and sat with like a group of really nice girls. Like, it was just, I don't know. A teacher was pretty sure I was bullied and who it was, but when I refused to snitch on them, she made a stupid decision to tell them. I had already told her everything.
That was stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. So you didn't even get the ability to tell her that. Um, she thought they would talk now, because they already knew. Because they thought she already knew.
I don't know why she couldn't have just told them that she knew instead of saying, "Well, Mika told me you guys did this."
Yeah, like, why not take the brunt of that onto her, saying, I know. No one told me, but I can know that. Yeah, I do know it's you because you're very obvious with your bullying.
Right. Speaking
Hmm.
of teachers that know
And I think
things,
adults. Hmm?
I was gonna say
Go ahead.
she turned in her essay about what she would do to the people that were bullying her, and we never found out what it said.
It was probably, I'm gonna sneak in your house one night and call your eyeballs out. And it's like, why are you encouraging students to do that? And not encouraging, but encouraging students to write that down. Like, that's not something you write down. You know what I mean? Like, that's just like not something you write down. and give to someone in public. Like,
I feel like there are so many weird noises happening in my house right now.
is there like a window you can look outside into the hallway?
Well, this is now in the bedroom.
Oh.
Like I have a poltergeist or something.
Oh my gosh. Are there like, have you ever had like, what do you think the noise is?
It's just a little like something, it's a little bit like me, like something fell.
Mm. You think something fell? If you want to go check, we can.
Like, I didn't hear like crashing and breaking, but it was like something fell or somebody dropped something. That's what it sounded like. But there's nobody in there. I'm in this place all by myself. So like
You can go check, and we can stand here as your backup. Or you can take, if you're under lockdown, you can take us with you as you check to make sure you're not alone.
oh, I am alone. I know I'm
I'm
alone.
saying to make sure.
Door's locked. Everything's locked. It's just
No.
a lot of activity in this place tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
We get lots of random noises all the time. Like we live in the middle of nowhere, so Matt and Mike's are like, we're gonna come hide in here, and so they sometimes hear scuttering in the walls because there's mice or squirrels.
Like that.
Yeah, there was a my dad found a possum underneath of the floor, like in the he crawled underneath the house to fix a leak.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm never crawling underneath the house. That's where the possums
I
live.
know. And he was like, he thought he first of all, he's claustrophobic, okay? And there was a leak, so he had to crawl under the house. He saw a centipede under there, and then he keeps going, and then he closes the door once he was done, and like the door on the outside, he was like, then the next day he found a possum or something like that, or left the door, but I don't know exactly what happened. He was like, that possum was 100% under there with me. Like that possum, he discovered that there was a possum under there, and it had been there the whole entire time he was under there. So, like, yeah. And then he found dog poop underneath the house, and he's like, moldy dog poop of that. And he was like, how is there dog poop underneath of the house right here in Tina's room? Interesting. And I'm like, he's like, how did a dog get under there? I'm like, I told you that I heard a dog under there like a year ago, and you thought there's no way a dog could get under the house. And I was right. So I guess it's not a good thing for me to be right about that, but like there was a dog underneath of our house.
Ugh. Ugh.
There's just like all the neighbors have outside dogs or outdoor dogs that just like wander the forest, and so they wander into the backyard. And so there's a couple entrances to the crawl space under the house. Anyway, never mind. Sorry, getting off topic here. I just had a thought. She wrote down everything she wanted to do to her bullies. Nate knew. Nate
now has something
to hold against her. Okay, if Nate's bad, if we're telling something bad about Nate.
So we think Nate is going to take what maybe Nate is
Nate fucked his own wife. If Nate knows everything, if Nate has figured everything, he's very charming. He'll get information out of you. So if Nate has figured everything out, he could know that his wife's cheating on him and be doing something with that. Or be the one who left, or be the one, imagine, I don't know. They're trying to think. Maybe he has an access to her like Snapchat, and he left the shoes on the door or something like that.
Well, that creeped me out too. That the shoe salesman had been to her house.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's also crazy that the shoe salesman has a child. Like, are you insane? Like, just leave her. Like, I would, and that's what she was saying the whole time. That was also annoying to me, was that she was like, I can't leave Nate because I would hurt him. It's like, you've spent the last 10 years, imagine, of your life married to a man. You are done with your marriage. You don't like it. Why would you ruin the next 70 years of your life with a man you don't even love? Why not leave him now? And then she's like, I'm just staying with him. It's like, shut up. You're annoying. Like, you're literally so annoying. That also annoyed me.
I feel like I don't know if I remember this from The Housemaid, having every single character being an awful person. And maybe that is true at the beginning. Like all of a sudden, every single character was just like this awful person.
Everybody was insane. Everyone was going crazy, dude. No. Yes, for sure. Every single character in The Housemaid. Okay. Before we got halfway through the book and we started to discover the realness of what The Housemaid was doing was or realness of what not the housemaid was doing, what other people in the house were doing, wink wink nudge nudge, you two know what I mean, okay? Before we discovered that, everybody was crazy. Everyone, the wife was crazy, the husband was crazy, the little creepy girl was crazy, and so also was the actual housemaid, who was the main character of the story. She was wild.
They were all acting badly.
They were all just
so I'm curious to get to the part of this one where we figure out like who's the good guy and who's the bad guy and like what's going on.
Yeah, I'm hoping in this story it has that same format where we find out midway through the book, or
it's going to be a surprise. I can already feel it because I really don't have any idea.
I hope it isn't at the end like some of her other books, like the other two of the other books I read where the kind of reveal was at the end of who's actually good and who's bad and who's crazy. And so I hope that this book does what The Housemaid did and reveals it halfway through. My TV is turned off. So, are we going to be able to read more or no?
I could read more.
No, but Nate might groom.
Yes, I think he's totally grooming her into a sexual relationship.
Okay, the sexual relationship, but she can't talk. Because so you think he's gonna use that note to groom her?
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I don't trust him. I really don't trust him.
Neither. I hadn't thought about that, but oof. Yeah.
Wow. This book is crazy. This book is getting crazy. I guess it's still boring. I don't know, maybe a little bit, but I feel like it's
I don't think it's boring. I'm like really liking it.
It's just I don't need to know about these characters. Like it feels like these characters are so annoying. I'm like, I don't need to know about this. Like it's not the best. I'm not loving it. I don't know, but I hope it gets crazy interesting. Like I don't know, something else.
All right. Do you think the family is home? That Kenzie's family is home, and that's what the crash is that starts the next chapter?
I don't know.
Or did somebody else break into the house?
Do you think it's like, are you trying to say it's like the mystery person?
I don't know. All of a sudden it's like there's a crash downstairs. And I'm like, I would have thought if the family was home, there wouldn't be a crash, right? A crash sounds like somebody's breaking in. Oh, okay. So no, we can't read anymore. We're not reading without you, Mika.
No, let's not read anymore today. But we'll read on Wednesday, so it'll only be a day break before we have to do again. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty well. We're almost halfway through the book. Or I accidentally read one more chapter. I accidentally reread the last chapter we read on Wednesday before I started. So I was like, oh no, I read for like I don't know, a minute or something like that of the past. But yeah, okay. So we will. So I guess we're done
at 35 on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right with that.
Sounds good to me. Yeah. Okay. Anything else we have to talk about today? Anything else happening?
No, but now we've got the cliffhanger for 2 days.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yes.
No, that's cool.
No,
yeah, I thought these were good chapters. I feel like we learned a lot. I'm still super interested in this book.
We did learn a lot. And it is, I think it's hopefully gonna start getting a lot more intense. I think it's been intense, but more, I don't know, More
More
mysterious.
where we can figure out who's the hero in this story. Who are we supposed to be rooting for? I have no idea who we're supposed to
Yeah.
be rooting for.
Mm-hmm. For sure, for sure. Yeah.
I feel like we're supposed to be rooting for Addie. I want to be rooting for Addie. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think I'm still rooting for Addie. I think I'm rooting for Addie at most out of all the other characters.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. I'm also curious what's going on with Hudson. I want to know more about him.
Yeah. Like I wonder if because you said there was a male narrator also on the thing. So I'm wondering if the male narrator is Nate or Hudson or Tuttle.
Or Jay or someone else.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're halfway in. I feel like they can't really introduce new characters at this point.
No. That maybe that means that the stalker has to be someone we know.
Yeah, I think it's Tuttle. He's
Okay.
creepy. He's a creepy guy. I think it's Tuttle.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. So the first guy I thought was like following Eve, but now this person seems to be following Addie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Nate.
I mean, that could be crazy. That could be crazy that Nate is sneaking in their house. Did she leave the door unlocked?
Probably.
So maybe Nate.
Every time I break into houses, I don't lock the door behind me.
And I also think they would make much more sense if you lock the door in case someone came home. They wouldn't suspect, why is the door unlocked? You know what I mean? Like, so they would just think that, oh, no one's there. They wouldn't think anything.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I'm looking forward to Wednesday.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds good. Today was very fun.
Yeah.
I'll see y'all Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah. I'll be here Wednesday. See you then.
Okay. Bye-bye. Have a good night,
Bye.
everybody.
Have a good night.
And